How you doing, YouTube? Hope y'all doing great. Hope you're having a great day. I'm out here in the field. Another day in the land of the living. Thankful to be here. Wouldn't trade this for nothing. I know we all have things that we face, and sometimes it can weigh on you if you think about it too much, or especially if you're an emotional person. If everything gotta be perfect, if you miss something and you think, you know what I mean? If you're that type of person that worry about everything, it's gonna be tough for you, bro. It's gonna be tough. And I'm to a certain extent, I'm that way too. I overthink sometimes when it comes to, to some life things. But then I circle back and like, man, ain't none of this important, no way. Like, why am I worried about this? Now, it might affect you in different ways, but man, I'm to the point where, bro, when I buckle down and actually like lock in on what's important, man, the stuff we worry about is not important. And the stuff we do worry about, 9 times out of 10 don't even come true. Like, it doesn't even come true. Now, when you focus on things like, I don't know, if you're trying to lose weight, or I ain't gonna be able to lose this weight, then yeah, you're right, you ain't gonna lose the weight. Or I'm trying to close on a house. Man, I ain't gonna close on this house. You probably ain't gonna do it because you putting that energy out in the world, man. Now, when I say 9 times out of 10 things don't work out, it's as far as thing as, or worried about something that hasn't came true yet. They 9% don't come true. But if you throwing the energy out and you can't do something, and man, I can't learn this, you probably ain't gonna learn it because of your actions and the way that you're talking to yourself dictates that. Bob Proctor said, it's the decision and no decision, right? Decision, you make a decision, you figure it out, you grow. Now, you're making that decision. You separating yourself from the pack, from 90% of people. But 90% of people can't make a choice. They can't make a decision. Make a decision, bro. Make a decision. So you make that decision, you grow. You learn from it, you grow. Period. That's law. If you don't make a decision, bro, you stay the same. That's law, bro. That's something that we cannot get past. It's like oxygen. It's like water and oil. It don't mix. I don't care how much you try to mix it. Oil is gonna go to the bottom. Water gonna go to the top. It's just a law that we cannot get around. If you don't make a decision, you will stay the same. 100% of the time. 100% of the time. If you don't make a decision, you will stay the same. But if you make a decision, now change don't come right away when you do make a decision. But you have separated yourself from the pack, because 90% of people cannot muster the strength or the willpower or the guts to make a decision. People just rather stay the same where they are. They rather sit there and suffer to make a decision to go do something different. Because at the beginning, it's something different, It's like when I came out here in the field. Man, yeah, it was different for me. I never worked a 14-hour job. I never been on my own without my wife. I never made no more than $30K a year. And I said, bro, you know what? The pain that I'm in now it's worth the change. You have to be in enough pain to change. It's just have to be in enough pain to change. And until you get there, you'll never make a decision, man. If it's causing you pain to stay as you are, let's say for instance you're obese, and the doctor say, look, bro, if you don't lose weight in the next 90 days, next 3 months, you ain't gonna make it. Now, there's pain in staying there and counting your days down. Then there's pain of just going to the gym and losing the weight. Both of them are pain. Both of them is pain, man. Both of them, it's hard to do both. But because you want to live, you go in that gym, you lose that weight. Both of them pain. But the pain of staying the same doesn't outweigh the pain of change. So, and that's what it boils down to. You know, when you make that decision to go out there and try and go after your dream, bro, you're not gonna see results right away. You're not gonna see you're not gonna see 100 mil right away. But if you keep chipping away, man, you keep year after year buying, holding, making good decisions in your personal life, staying focused, buying, hold, bro. One day you're gonna look up and you're gonna be like, man, I can retire my people now. So you really have to just lock in. That's what it's all about, and that's what it's all about, especially in 2025, the 20th century. We have to unlearn what was thrown upon us, because, like I said, where we at now, we in that gap between where my moms and my pops, and where back then you could work one job and still be good. Kids good, you good, everybody good. But now we in that time to like, bro, it's not gonna work. You gotta do something different. You gotta invest your money. If you don't, you will perish. And this is like the first generation of us having to do this. Like just 30 years ago, 20 years ago, one job could take care of a household. Now we 20 years later, one generation later, not 15 generation, not 1905 or 1970. We talking about now, bro. One generation away, man. We got to do something different. And I read a quote last night, Bob Proctor. He was saying, but he didn't say this, but he put on one of his presentations that in the 21st century, the Achilles heel won't be old age, like dying of old age. It'll be learning, unlearning, and relearning. That's gonna be the Achilles heel of people. Not dying of old age in the 21st century. We in the 21st century right now. This is 2025. Anything before 2100 is the 21st century, in case you didn't know that. And this dude wrote this in 1950. He said, by the time the 21st century hit, it won't be, deaths won't be due to the result of old age. It'll be to the result of learning what your parents taught you or what your people taught you, unlearning and relearning. So you have to unlearn what you were taught and relearn what you need to relearn to make it in this world, bro. Because what we was taught right now doesn't work. And if you still in that type of mindset as a man or as a woman, and you was born from 1992 all the way up, and you still going by what your parents taught you, you gonna suffer, bro. That's what that quote means. You will suffer. You have to unlearn. Bro, you have to unlearn. Unlearn, relearn, and learn. That's it. That's all. That's it. Back in the day, we was cool on one household job. Back in the day, we was fine. But now it ain't the same no more. And if you still trying to go off that, bro, unless you just a doctor, and I'm gonna tell you, man, just because these folks got doctor degrees, that don't mean that they got money, bro. They in so much student loan debt, bro. $300K for student loan debt, and bro, they the brokest. I'm telling you. So anyway, hope you're having a great day. But make sure we out here learning how to make more money. And praise God, man. It's just, I'm in a good position, and of course my flesh wanna get impatient sometimes, but you gotta reel it in. You reel it in by studying and fasting. That's the only way your flesh will, I wouldn't say go away, because it's always gonna be there, but you can keep your feet over, you can You can keep it under your feet, man. You have to fast from stuff that you like to do. And you have to keep learning and keep getting better, man. But that's the way it is. I'm gonna read this quote to y'all the exact way it said. Let's see. But relearn. Unlearn. Here we go. This is it right here. It say, so his name is Alvin Toffler. He said, the illiterate of the 21st century will not be those who cannot read and write, but those who cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn. The illiterate of the 21st century will not be those who cannot read and write, but those who cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn. Illiterate. You gotta look up that word, illiterate. The one that can read, they can read and write. And if you still go by what you have been taught, you're gonna perish. The people that can't read, if they relearn what they need to learn, and they will outdo the people that can read, bro. I'm telling you, it's crazy. And we in the 21st century, bro, and people are drowning right now. All right, y'all be good. That's my word of the day. Hope y'all be great. I had this video up tomorrow when I get service, and thank y'all for tuning in. And y'all have a great day. Be blessed and not stressed. Peace.